Hey good people, welcome back to Beauty and the Frizz. My name is Kara. Whether you're new or returning, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me for another one today. I am really excited about this video because it's a take on a video that I did a couple of years ago. It's going to be a little bit different. Today I'm going to be talking about makeup updates to my collection, what is in, what is out, and what money I used to make those purchases. So if that sounds good to you, keep watching this video. Let me know what you think. And if makeup is your therapy and your love, definitely consider joining the community because I'd love to have you back. All right, let's get started. So how are you? I have had a really nice Monday. I am trying to be a part of the 5 o'clock club. It was the 5:15 club. Got up, was doing some Zumba by 5:30 this morning, and that really set my day off right. So tomorrow morning, I need to think about that feeling because it was really tough for me to get up this morning. I watched the Grammys last night, which I was very over the moon about the Grammys. I thought they were great, but I went to sleep at midnight. But I was like, no, Carrie, you got to get up. You got to do this. I'm trying to continue on with my winter art goals. Had a little back and forth, a little slippage, but that is okay because we can always get back on the train. So let me know how you're doing in the comment section or the chat, whichever you prefer, and let's get into this video. 2 years ago, I did videos per month about my makeup expenses, and I talked about everything that I purchased, and I talked about how much money I brought in from YouTube, and then I had a budget and all of that. This is going to be a different take on that video. I'm not really going to be talking about the numbers. I'm going to talk about things that I received in PR, and I'm going to talk about things that are leaving my collection. If you watch any of my declutter videos, I'm on a one in, one out situation, not for PR, but for things that I purchase personally. You've seen my blush collection, you've seen my foundation, bronzer. I think I have gone through everything, and I am going through the eyeshadows. So far, I have decluttered 50 palettes, and I have a pile of maybes over here and some other potential declutter. So it's actually going to be more than 50. But either way, if I'm bringing something in, aside from this declutter, I feel like something needs to leave because I really cannot allow my collection to get larger than it is, and it is extremely large. With that being said, I'd like to do this video every month, and I've taken a bunch of notes in my phone. I'm gonna slide over because I'll probably be popping up some pictures. I didn't pull any products out to show you what I purchased, so I'm just gonna pop pictures up. And by the way, I did a little look today, a little colorful look. This is from the Cosmic Brushes Undergrowth palette. I'm actually working on an eyeshadow video, y'all, and I'm playing with the format a little bit, but I'm hoping that they will be easier to edit and that I'll be able to do more eyeshadow palette videos. Lately, just the whole YouTube process of editing, putting it all together, it is really time consuming, and I'm just trying to figure out a way to make it work because I love this channel with all my heart, and I still do love eyeshadows. So we're going to try something new, and y'all can just let me know. So we're only talking about the month of January, and first I'm going to tell you the makeup that has come in. Popping up the pictures here so you can see. I finally received, not finally, it was my fault, the Light Scatters collection from Cleona. That was the collab with Millie, also known as Bad to the Brow. So I have the entire collection, and I cannot wait to use that palette. There's a palette, there are brushes, there's a primer, and there are nail polishes. That was gifted. I have the Nomad Chamonix. I can't remember how to say that palette. Hold on, y'all.
Chamonix.
I was right. The Nomad Chamonix palette. That was PR. I know I have not done a video on it, but I do have that palette in my possession. The palette that I did buy, and it just arrived today. I had been looking at it since last year, and I know I didn't really need it, but it just kept calling me, and I had a gift card. So that was a little Christmas present to myself. And that is the NARS Afterglow Tempting Eyeshadow Palette. A cute little 9-pan. I know I have something in my collection similar. I was thinking about Divine Rose by Pat McGrath, but oftentimes I don't carry those. Well, I never carry motherships around. I like the small footprint of that NARS palette, and I have another 9-pan from them, the Climax one, that I really like, which it's sitting out. I should do something with that. And with that, I had a little birthday gift, because my birthday is coming up. It's a little Makeup by Mario set, little lip liner, and the little plumping balm. Now this next purchase was not, I thought I was gonna say no, I really did. I am so partial to Natasha Denona though. So I did purchase 2 of her blushes, the Hygiene blushes, I think High Blush. I got the shades Simply Shy, which is a really nice coral shade, and then Fresh Mauve. So really quick, I just want to talk about how I paid for these things. Light Scatters was PR. Nomad was PR. I had a gift card for the NARS Afterglow palette. The Natasha Denona blushes, I used my own link and got 15% off, and I had some money from FRIZZFACE. I actually did pretty good for FRIZZFACE, and I was like, I'm gonna treat myself to those 2 blushes. That is all for makeup that I purchased this month, or in the month of January. I will have to really keep notes from now on to see is this more or less, but I definitely spent less. Out of the money that I made from YouTube, my goal now is to save at least half, and I was able to do that. And that also includes any fragrances I purchased for the other channel. So I'm going to do the same video over on Frizz and Fragrance. I did not spend any of my personal money on beauty anything this month, and it felt really good. Instead of saving the half of the money that I said I was going to save, I gave it to my mom because we go to Vegas every summer, and I was able to pay off the hotel for that trip. Just being able to do that really made me feel good, because I saw my money going to something that I'm really passionate about, which is traveling. It just made me really excited. Like, here, if you do this, you'll be able to pay off debt, you will be able to maybe do more traveling or things. It just felt good right away to see the money that I really work hard to earn go to something immediate gratification. I don't ask for much, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I was just trying to say it felt like instant gratification to pay off the Vegas trip, because I love that instant gratification feeling, and I think many of us do. And sometimes that's the reason why we shop, because it's that dopamine rush, that instant feel of like, I'm getting something, I'm buying something. I had that feeling, but it was towards this trip that I'm taking this summer. And now I don't have to worry about that trip. I am paid up on the trip. So let's talk about what is leaving. Let me get it, because I'll show y'all this, and then y'all can let me know, because I was gonna, give me a sec, I'm gonna show you. Because I purchased 2 blushes in my collection had to leave. And I realized that I was very hasty in not looking to see what blushes that I wanted to leave before I purchased the Natasha Denona ones. So then I was scrambling, and I was just like, lesson learned, you really have to look at your collection first and don't be hasty. And I didn't buy the blushes at launch, so it's not like I feel bad, but it is gonna be slim pickings of blushes that I just plain don't want anymore in my collection. So I'm not really sure the next time I'm going to be able to buy blushes, because that was really by the skin of my teeth this month. The one blush I picked, let's start with this one. This is by Skin Glass, and when I did my declutter, I decided I was going to keep this cream blush because I have 2 of them. I didn't realize I had 2, but the one that I tried was nice. Nothing special about it, but it was nice, and I was going to try the other one. This is in the shade Petal. I don't know if I've touched it yet, and oh yeah, I might have like touched it just a little bit. This color isn't anything special, and to be honest with you, the colors of the Natasha Denona high blushes are not spectacular. I mean, I have all the colors, so there are no new colors. There's not going to be anything that I bring into my collection that I just don't have. So we can stop there. So I can ask myself the question, is this adding anything new to my collection? And I do try to help that shape my purchases, but I'm always teetering between doing YouTube and then being a consumer. And I do want to bring some new things in. I'm not going to do a no buy. That's not really a goal of mine, but I want to be mindful of what I'm bringing in. Since I haven't really used this blush, I'm wondering if Ariel would like to have it, because it is nice and I have touched it, even though it's only just a little dot. So, and it's a cream product, so it's not something I'm not trying to make any money off of it. I just don't want my collection to be any bigger. So that one's gonna leave, especially since I've had it for a year and I haven't worn it. These though, y'all, this is what I need your help with. These are the Nude Sticks Stacks. I was so in love with these colors. And I'm not saying that I don't have things that are these colors, but when I saw them, even now when I look at them together, I'm like, these are so aesthetically pleasing to me, but I am not into this formula. I feel like it's a little hard to work with. So the 3 shades I have are Barely Nude, that's this one, Love and Roses, and then this one is Picante Nude. And I just was in love with them, and I love the idea of the stacks. No. Here's what the formula looks like, and you can tell that it's a putty. So when I do rub into it, you can see it there. I feel like on my cheek, it just does not go on this smooth. Maybe it's more for bare face. I'm just not a fan. Like, it just, I don't know. It just doesn't work well, and I feel like it's a little fussy. Here's the Love and Roses, and of course right now it looks like it's swatching great, but when I put this on my face, I am not happy. I don't feel like the application is smooth. I feel like it's a little bit patchy. It's not like me just dipping into my Melt Cream blush and just diffusing it out. Like, you really have to work with it because it's like a putty. And I think this is supposed to be good for your eyes and your lips as well. Absolutely not for the lips. You want dry lips? Go ahead and put this on your lips and you will have dry lip. I don't know if people have oily lips and need something dry, but I don't think people do. You will dry your lips out putting this on here. I'm so sorry. This is the Barely Nude shade. I know it's swatching well, but in reality, no. So what I did was, I was gonna trash them, but then what I did was I put it on my eyes like as a one and done, and I was like, oh wow, I kind of like it for that because it is dry, it is like a putty, it's not gonna crease, and it's something that gives my eyes a little bit of a flush. So I wanna know if you think I should go ahead and reallocate this over to the eyeshadow and take it out of blush, or it's just going in the trash. But these as blushes, they are a no for me. Please let me know if the Nude Stick Stacks work for you. I wasn't sure if I wasn't letting them warm up enough, but I don't think that's it. And the reality is I don't really have more than about 15 minutes to do my makeup, and I don't have time for fussy makeup. And this was a fussy product. However, on my eyes, I thought it was great. That's what I'm thinking about doing with the Nude Sticks Stacks. And if they weren't these colors, if I didn't love these colors, these would just, I would just throw them away because I can't deal with the formula. But for the eyes, I thought it was okay. So let me know your thoughts on that. And honestly, that is gonna be it for the video. I didn't bring in too much this month, and I'm okay with that, but I'm even happier with how I spent my money. And I will say, you know what I spent my money on the most this month? I feel like it was DoorDash. And if it's not one thing, it's something else. So now I need to look and just make sure I'm not taking an easy way out when it comes to that. Adulting is an everyday struggle, but the one thing that I can say is I am kind of coming out of the makeup obsession, and I'm really looking at my collection as this beautiful playground to explore. I only want to add like the best of the best, and I still want to get the collection down at the same time. As I said in my declutter video, you'll probably see just rolling declutters happening throughout the year, especially with the eyeshadow palettes. It's going to take me a significant amount of time to go through those, but it's happening, y'all, and I'm really proud. And if you are on that same journey, stick around with me, y'all, because we are going to get to where we need to be. I would say about halfway through the year, we are going to be feeling so much better about our collection, about what we purchase. And I don't think we're going to be so easily swayed by the new releases, because when you go through your collection, it becomes very apparent what you have. And now when I'm doing my new makeup releases video, there's a lot of things that are fresh in my head because I've just been going through things and using makeup that I haven't used in a long time. And I don't feel the need to make as many purchases because, to be honest, all they're doing now is giving different names for things. Oh, it's not a blush, it's a flush. Like, it's just a blush. It's just marketing tactics. We just have to know that. These are businesses and they want us to feel like what we have is inadequate. And that is totally not true. So let me know what you think about this video. I am really excited because I feel my channel kind of transitioning into something that's a little more thoughtful and a little more analytical, and it makes me very excited to sit down and film. Thank you so much for taking out some of your time and hanging out with me for another one today. I hope this was therapy for you. It always is for me. And until I see you again, make sure you're being gentle with yourself, talk to yourself nice, stay safe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.